Hi, I'm Jacob and wanted to do a comparison video of two stainless steel French door air fryers that I have. So first off, it's the Emeril Lagasse French door air fryer. It's been around for a few years, one of the top selling French door air fryers and just air fryers in general, I think, ever. And then this is a fairly new one, Ninja French door air fryer, also in stainless steel. It's only been out a couple months, but Ninja has made a ton of, they're probably the biggest air fryer brand out there. So there's pros and cons to both of them. This one, it's dirty. I don't clean mine enough. I know, I've had this over a year, maybe a year and a half. This one I just got a couple weeks ago. So yeah, just want to go over what I think about both of them. So first off, with Emeril Lagasse, what they do right, it is really big. It has a ton of different presets, everything from vegetables to fish. That's a pro or con, depending. I don't end up using those. I mostly just use air fry, toast, and fries sometimes. But they do have a lot of selection, and then it is big inside. And it has multiple attachments. Like I said, really dirty. Don't judge me there. But it has multiple things, and you can slide them all in individually or together, so you can actually have different layers of stuff. That is one of the biggest differences, honestly. This one's a little bigger. With the Ninja, the only pan that goes in is the actual this bottom wire rack. And then everything else just goes on top of it. This is the broiler pan. Oh, let me get the, I have the other two pans over here. So here's a broiler rack. And then here is the actual air fryer pan, which they advertise as the biggest one, which it is big. Not that it necessarily matters. A lot of times you're not going to want to fill it up anyway. You don't want to put that much if you want crisping, but that is nice. But yeah, all the stuff goes on top of there, which in reality is normally how I use my air fryers, but I do wish that sometimes I had the option to heat up stuff. That's honestly the big downside for me of this Ninja. Otherwise, it's pretty much all upsides. So yeah, you can only slide one thing at a time. It doesn't have quite as much room. I think it cooks better than the Emeril Lagasse slightly. Not a huge difference, but I have noticed quicker cooking and a little bit crispier. I do think it looks a little nicer. Ninja has made it really nice. It has less options, which for me is better because honestly, I mainly just use the air fry. But the toast setting on this one does have a toast setting where you put the number of slices in, and it's pretty accurate. That the Emeril Lagasse does not have. On air fry, the Ninja is a little bit louder, a little more air, not a big difference. The Emeril has vents on top, so it will get hot on top, so you don't want to put stuff on top. The Ninja does not really get hot. They both open one-handed. You do have to have a little room for that. And so I don't normally keep them here. I'm just displaying them. They're on a kitchen rack, but you can see they're pretty big, so you have to have some room. It's not like some smaller air fryers. But yeah, this one has vents on the sides and the back and top. This just has, the Ninja one just has the sides, and it has the back. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I like the looks of the Ninja a lot better. I mean, it is cleaner, obviously, but I just like how this one looks. And like I said, it does cook a little bit better, I think, than the Emeril Lagasse. However, the Emeril has, if you want to reheat multiple or like heat or cook or reheat multiple trays at the same time, the Emeril allows you to do that. And it also has attachments. I don't even know where it is. I haven't used it, but if you want to rotisserie a chicken, you can do that. If you wanted to cook a whole chicken and you're doing that often in here, this is going to be better. The Emeril has more room, and it does cook well. It's just, I honestly use my oven, so I'm going to bake a chicken. So the air fryer is more for smaller things. So this one, I think, does a little better. It has cyclonic air technology, whatever that means. and seems to crisp and cook a little faster than Ninja. They both are nice stainless steel, which I do love. I like that. I don't like cooking in plastic, and this is super cool that you allow to do that. And I like the French door because I hate sliding a tray out and burning my hand and all that sort of stuff. The other thing is if you toast bread a lot and you're not going to have a dedicated toaster, the Ninja does toast a little bit better, I think. Not a huge difference, but it seems to get a better bottom toasting as well as the top. So yeah, which one you choose, you're not going to be sad on either one. I think they're great. One other thing, some steam does come out the cracks in both of the doors, more so in the Emeril Lagasse. Does that matter? Not really, but something to be aware of. Overall, like I say, they're both great. I'm probably going to eventually sell one of them. Have not decided which, but I wanted to try one. The Emeril was my first air fryer. I wanted to see what else was out there. And the Ninja is really nice. It's a little bit of a hard decision. So yeah, I hope I've helped a little bit, depending which one you want to get.